So this week is picture week, and I have been just trying to figure out what exactly to do for this video. I want to take pictures, but I never find the opportunity to take pictures, and when I do, it's mostly self-photography. And I put that in quotation marks because it's like taking selfies, but a little more thought out, I guess. Like, I don't just like take my phone out and go, selfie. I have been interested in doing, like, thinking of scenarios to do self-photography. Like, I have a little remote for my camera that I can take pictures while I'm like on this side of the camera. I have done one photo shoot which had one picture come out of, and that was near last October when I was the Queen of Hearts. I don't know what I was trying to go for. I was trying to go for some sort of emotion on my face. Like, I was feeling super depressed at the time and I wanted to have that show in the camera, but I don't think it translated properly. And so that is something that, as the actor part on this side of the camera, I need to work on. But I do have other scenarios in my head that I want to try to capture. I live in an area, there's a cemetery nearby, and I'd love to take some photography in there and more of the feel and the atmosphere that the environment gives. I want to do more of like I don't want to say supernatural, but more like an ethereal fairy type thing. Like, I have an image in my head and I don't know how to capture that. The cemetery is beautiful. It's very old and there's a lot of trees covering it, so there's a lot of like shadowy parts, and I just have this image of my back towards the camera and just trying to capture an emotion or a feel, and that is something I want to capture with my self-photography. And it's probably just mostly because I don't have any subjects. I have offered to do like engagement photos for a friend of mine, but like I'm very inexperienced when it comes to photography. I've taken 2 photography classes in university, one being analog camera, which was ridiculous. I don't think I had like a good enough camera, and like that class was more about the process of printing our own photos and developing our own film, which was, it was fun to like to understand the process of like developing your film and going into a dark room and doing that whole process. And the other class I did was called Capture Without Borders, which we had 5 tasks to do. So we had to have a picture of night, movement, reflection, people, like person, and macro. So I'm going to show those pictures on the screen, hopefully in front of my face right here, because I haven't figured out how to move the pictures on the screen yet. And some of those pictures I'm super proud of, like the reflection one. I photoshopped it, obviously, but again, it was a feel and emotion that I wanted to capture. I don't want to just take pictures to be like, hey, that was a nice time. I want it to be a piece of art, and I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I did have an idea of a picture I wanted to capture in the wintertime, but it didn't snow enough for me to do that, and I was looking for right weather conditions. Like, I wanted to have like I have this coat that it's like a gothic kind of coat, and it flares out on the bottom, so I wanted to like stand on a mound of snow while it was snowing and just have the contrast of the black and white, and of course the red because of my hair, but it just never happened. It's amazing talking about this now, how much passion I have for it, even though I haven't done it yet. But, you know, there's the whole future ahead of me, right? So this is the part of the video where I encourage engagement in the comment section, because I don't see a lot of engagement in my videos, and I really like to have like conversations with people about the subjects that I talk about. I know some of our past members of YouVoluntear are into photography, like Stephanie. I've seen a bunch of her photos and it's just amazing, and I want to be at that level where I know something will work instead of feeling like my pictures are just mediocre. As much as I'm a film person and would love to make films, I also want to capture art through a camera. It's the thing I want to do. I want to convey an emotion or something, and it's somewhat frustrating that I haven't been able to do it yet. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now and let you get on with your day, and I'm gonna go now, okay? I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! I do moose ears like Katie. Ooh.